You are hearing this now because the heavens have moved to place this message before you, because your spirit has been stirred even when your mind could not name the reason, because the one who formed you has decided that tonight, in this very hour, you will hear the whisper that will change your steps. This is not coincidence. This is not an accident. This is an appointment that was written before the foundations of the earth, and you are here because the Eternal One wants you to know that He has been speaking to you in the quiet, in the stillness, in the fragile silence of the midnight hours, and you must not ignore it. There is a reason you awaken when the world sleeps. There is a reason your heart feels heavy under the stars. There is a reason your spirit is restless when darkness covers the earth. It is because heaven's voice does not always thunder, sometimes it comes as a breath, as a flicker, as a stirring deep within that you cannot quite explain. You have wondered if it is only your own thoughts. You have questioned if it is the echo of your fears. But I tell you with the authority of the Almighty, it is the whisper of God calling you closer, calling you deeper, calling you to see what cannot be seen with mortal eyes. There is a sacred weight upon your life that you do not yet fully understand. Every trial you have walked through, every tear you have shed alone in the night, every betrayal that cut you open, these were not meant to destroy you. They were shaping you, refining you, aligning you with a destiny you could not yet see. And when the night comes, when silence falls over the world, and your heart begins to hear what your ears cannot, that is when the voice of the Lord draws near. The darkness of night is not to harm you, but to strip away the distractions, to remove the noise, to open your spirit to the frequency of heaven. I have walked through many battles. I have seen the war that rages over your life in the unseen realm. I have seen the enemy's schemes to discourage you, to exhaust you, to convince you that God has gone quiet. But I tell you, He has not been silent. He has been speaking in ways the enemy cannot intercept. He has been delivering to you divine strategies in the secret hours, giving you visions in dreams, placing burdens on your heart that are not meant to crush you but to awaken you. Do not dismiss the thoughts that come when you lie awake in the stillness. Do not rush to fill the quiet with noise. For in the night, your soul is most open, your heart is most tender, your ears are most ready to hear the gentle voice of your Creator. You must understand, God is not limited by the hours of the day. He does not speak only when the sun shines. Often, He chooses the night because it is in the night that faith is tested most. It is in the night that fears try to grow loud. It is in the night that you must decide whether you believe what He has promised, even when you cannot see the evidence. And so He calls you into that darkness, not to frighten you, but to train you, to teach you to recognize His voice when all else is still. Because there will come a day when you will need to hear Him in the chaos, in the storm, in the noise of battle, and you will remember the lessons learned in the midnight hours. Child of the Most High, there have been moments when you woke up without knowing why, your heart pounding, your thoughts unsettled. Those moments were not random. They were holy interruptions. The Spirit was stirring you to pray, to listen, to stand in the gap for someone whose name you might never know. There are times when heaven wakes you not for your sake alone, but for the sake of another soul across the earth who needs covering, who needs rescue, who needs a word spoken into the atmosphere that will shift their destiny. You have been part of miracles you do not even realize, simply because you obeyed the urge to rise in the night and whisper the name of Jesus. And yet, I see your questions. I hear the weight of your wondering, why me? Why now? Why in the night? Because you have been chosen as a watchman. You have been entrusted with the kind of spiritual sight that requires vigilance. God has marked you for a higher calling, and the night hours are His training ground. The stillness is His classroom. He is sharpening your discernment, strengthening your spirit, anchoring you in the kind of faith that does not sway with the wind. This is why you cannot ignore it. This is why you must learn to lean in when the voice comes softly, when the nudge is gentle, when the instruction is not shouted but whispered. There are things God will only tell you when the world is asleep, because these things are treasures meant for those who seek Him with all their heart. In the daylight, the noise of life drowns out the delicate details of His counsel. But at midnight, when all is hushed, you can hear the rustle of angel wings, the rhythm of heaven's heartbeat, the subtle shifts in the spiritual atmosphere that signal change. Do you not see? You are not restless because you are broken, you are restless because you are being called. The stirring you feel is the pull of eternity on your soul. I tell you this now, in the coming days, there will be nights when the Spirit will wake you with urgency. Your dreams will carry messages, your thoughts will form prayers you did not plan, your heart will burn with a burden you cannot shake. In those moments, do not roll over and go back to sleep. Rise. Speak. Listen. For those are assignments being given to you directly from the throne. The enemy fears those who hear God clearly, and he will try to convince you it is nothing. But you must know, it is everything. Heaven does not waste words, and God does not waste awakenings. There is a mantle over your life that requires sensitivity to the Spirit's movements. Some will not understand your midnight prayers, your early morning tears, your habit of writing down dreams before dawn. But you are not called to be understood by all, you are called to be obedient to one. And obedience in the secret place brings power in the open. What God deposits in you at night will sustain you in the day. The revelations you receive in the dark will be the light you carry into the shadows of this world. You are part of a war that does not sleep, a battle that rages whether the sun is up or not. But you are not alone. Even now, as you listen to my voice, there are angels standing guard over you. There are warriors surrounding your home. There is a shield about your spirit that cannot be pierced by the enemy's arrows. You have been assigned protection because your assignment is dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. And that is why you must remain alert, even in the night. I am telling you this with all the weight of truth. Every time you respond to God's midnight call, chains break somewhere. Every time you speak His word in the quiet hours, light pierces the darkness. Every time you listen instead of ignoring the stirring, you become part of a divine transaction that shifts eternity. You may not see the results now, but one day you will, and you will understand that no waking, no prayer, no whispered yes was wasted. So when you lie down tonight, prepare your heart to hear. Tell Him, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." And when He speaks, whether through a dream, a sudden thought, a verse that rises in your mind, receive it as holy. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Act. Pray. Write it down. Obey. For these moments are not interruptions, they are invitations. And know this, the God who calls you in the night is also the one who watches over you in the day. He is the keeper of your soul, the defender of your destiny, the light that will guide you through every shadow. You will not be lost. You will not be forsaken. You will not be overlooked. Heaven has its eyes on you, and its voice in your ear. This is your time to listen. This is your time to rise. This is your time to step into the sacred rhythm of a life led by the Spirit, in the day and in the midnight hours. You are chosen for this. You are equipped for this. And you are not alone. The one who speaks to you in the dark will walk with you into the dawn.